So we have Samir. We're up a little bit earlier today.
What's up, everybody?
I gotta be out in the valley today. We got a nice day here in Santa Monica.
What's up, y'all?
Dougie Fisher.
What's going on?
What do you got today? You got Hunter Thompson.
Yeah.
Oh, Hell's Angels. And you got the you going Rocky Show?
I'm going with Showtime.
Showtime boxing last night. Good. And then JP's here. JP's not in a good mood today.
No.
What happened last night, JP?
Devin Alexander. Well, first of all, Leonardo's got his shirt
Leo
on.
got his. Wait, let's zoom in on that. That's not official, but we'll still
For babies.
it.
For babies.
The onesie Triple G.
And mine's official. The ring and
What do you
Gennady
got?
and
In
Canelo.
honor of Doug Fisher, editor in chief.
This is
ring,
the first fight.
Yeah, the first fight. That was the cover for the first fight.
Wait, who won that fight? JP?
Gennady won that fight 8-4.
8-4.
And
How much money did you win? None.
And Don Trello was a judge in this fight.
Yes.
Devin Alexander won 8 rounds last night, and Don Trello was a judge in that fight.
You're
Who
not
did he have it for?
And he gave it to Andre Berto.
And that was the bet. By the way, I didn't see any boxing. I'm just getting off family vacation, so that was the worst decision of Saturday night? Was Berto
of Saturday
over
night,
Alexander?
yes. Of Saturday, I don't know about the year, but of Saturday night.
Yeah.
I just want to say I try to keep it clean on these Periscopes, but Don Trello, get the F out of here, man. Get out of boxing. Just get out of boxing.
He's not your
dude.
friend.
Yeah.
Just get out
No,
of boxing.
but he's consistently
friend.
bad.
Get the hell out of here.
Coach Dave.
Yeah.
Did you see the boxing yesterday?
Yeah, I saw it, and Alvarez was incredibly good, but I thought Kovalov
looked very
was
sharp.
good. Kovalov was good too. It was a good, really great
He
fight.
was winning. He was winning the beginning rounds.
You know, I don't,
right.
they never mentioned it, but
Did you
right
bet
at the,
on Alvarez?
I did
at
take
the
it.
beginning of
Yeah,
the
that was
seventh
a good
round,
bet.
Alvarez hit him
Alvarez.
with a huge body punch.
Kevin Bigger.
Yeah.
Took
And I
Alvarez.
think it was more than the.
Well,
I think Kovalov ran out of gas.
Your opinion on the fight.
It looked like he definitely slowed down. We need
So in a way,
Doug.
it's a little
We
more
need.
sure.
Coach Dave is still wearing the black shirt, so we need to get a new. Still looking for a sponsor for him.
No, I know. I have about 3 guys fighting over it.
Okay, so we're just going for the highest bidder right now.
Well, no, not the one that makes the most sense. Not definitely the highest, but
For your image, we need
Well,
the sponsor for your image.
Yeah.
What do you think, Samir? Did you see the fights yesterday?
Yeah, Kovalov posted a video this morning or yesterday night. The
I
second
saw that.
one.
Yeah, thanking his
In
fans.
Russian, right?
Yeah, not in the.
I saw the
ambulance,
English one.
but the second one in Russian. Yeah.
Okay.
And he started hitting on retirement. So
Yeah.
He's like, maybe it's time, to put the gloves on the wall and all of that. But I'll make a decision later. That's what he said.
But did you see what Kovalov said during the week? He really was, knocking John David Jackson.
Yeah, I saw
How
that.
horrible he was, and I thought, he should take the high road. The best thing is to say nothing. If he feels that way,
Yeah, you just move
don't-
on and
just don't talk
go
about
forward.
it.
Yeah.
Talk about your new trainer then.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
so
good your new trainer is.
the new trainer didn't do so well. I mean,
I think
Russian,
Kovalev's hit the wall. Thinking about Kovalev, he's in his mid-30s, is he not?
Well, there's a reason. I think there's a reason why Adonis didn't fight Alvarez. That guy was sharp last night. So
Well,
it's
here's
all-
another thing about
it's all
Alvarez.
relative.
He's huge.
Yeah. No, he
He's a
looked
big
good.
guy with good hand speed. I haven't seen the fight, but I figured if Alvarez was going to win the fight, it would be by knockout.
And so
Which
now
is why
that-
I also think he was a good bet.
Now 175 is heating up. Who's fighting this Wednesday night?
In the main event, Ali Akhmedov.
And where
Looking
can
forward.
people-
He's like 12-0 with 10 knockouts,
Something
maybe.
like that. Yeah,
a lot of
he's
knockouts.
training with Abel Sanchez.
Yeah.
Training with Triple G.
And he's learning from Triple G.
Yep.
Triple G's taking this guy under his wing.
Yep.
I've never seen him fight live, so I'm really excited about the Hollywood Fight Night's main event. Dude looks like a beast, looks like a brute.
That's this Wednesday,
Go to Box
right?
Rec, folks. He's one of these guys, Ali Akhmedov. Look him up on Box Rec. He's one of these prospects that is 12-0, but he hasn't beat a bunch of tomato cans.
Right.
If you look at the records of some of his opponents,
Decent guys.
yeah, his management had confidence in him because they put him in tough. They put him in with fellow prospects. So he's the real deal. And I know for the past few months, at least since the start of this year,
He was
he's
sparring
been up
with
at
Beeble.
Big Bear. Yeah,
He's been training Big Bear and sparred with Beeble a
he
few
did.
times.
Yeah, he traveled to Norwalk,
Yep.
California,
To the
Legends Boxing Gym, and sparred with Beeble.
Samir was
Yeah.
at the medical test with him on Friday. What did you think?
Yeah, I spent
about
a day
Ali?
with him. It's a great guy. I got to get a chance to talk to him, and he's actually a very humble and very intelligent guy, and I was really impressed by him.
And he's Where's the show on Wednesday night?
It's Hollywood Avalon Club.
Avalon Theater. You've been to every. You've been. This is our third show. You've been to every one. So is Coach Dave. What do you think about?
Where's the best place to park?
Best place. You have the $8 spot. I'm not sure, but Dave isn't divulging.
No, I'm not.
Isn't divulging it.
But it takes about 2.3 minutes to walk from that spot to the.
But we're doing, Doug,
right
just so you know, I don't know if you got the memo, we're doing the Superfly media lunch that day at the Avalon.
Okay.
So make sure you get there a little bit early
What
if
are you
you
having
can.
for lunch?
Yeah.
We're going to have Estrada's going to be there. Ioka's going to be there. That's one of JP's favorite fighters, right?
Ioka, I cannot wait. I cannot
Ioka's
wait.
going to be there at the
Yeah.
media lunch.
Tuesday.
Arroyo's going to be there. And Nietes and Polite are
Oh, we
going to
got
be
So
everyone
there.
there.
so the media lunch is before the weigh-in for the.
No, on the actual fight day.
Oh, so it's
Before-
Wednesday.
Yeah,
okay.
it's on Wednesday.
Okay.
So media lunch will be at 3, and then the doors open at 5 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah.
So you
Get
can,
there early.
Come hang out.
some
Samir, you'll
grub.
be there, right?
Yes, definitely.
Good. You already got your ticket.
Well, yeah.
You'll be sitting close to Coach Dave.
And I think this is the strongest one yet, Tom. I think this is
This
the
is
strongest.
a good show.
This is a good show.
Tell you, we got two of Freddie's fighters. Is A.B. Lopez is going to be the co-feature, and actually Ali Akhmedov is going to be in the main event. A.B. Lopez is fighting an undefeated guy, 12-0 guy.
Wow, that's a
In
good
the
fight.
co-feature, Elvina White sold a lot of tickets. A.B. Lopez sold a lot of tickets. Freddie also has a pro debut guy, Marco Deckman from
Okay.
Germany.
Love debuts.
From Germany, where Coach Dave's wife is from.
That's
That's what it's
right.
all about.
And
Is
there's a
Brian
lot of-
Ceballo on this
Brian
card?
Ceballo is on the show. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
he's going
looking
for
forward
his,
to seeing. This will be his fourth fight,
going
or
for
no,
his
his
fourth
fifth.
fight. No,
So
his
this
fourth
is a
fight.
stacked card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stacked.
This is some people are saying our Hollywood Fight Night shows are better than some televised
I said
shows.
What are you gonna wear,
And it's
Tom?
streamed. There's no charge for it. It's streamed. No geo blocking everywhere. The UK fans can watch it.
I'm really looking forward to talk Mayoff.
Australia can watch it. Japan can watch it. What'd you say, Dave?
What are you gonna wear?
Oh, I'm in
Leather.
And I've been
Leather
wearing
pants.
the pastel jackets in honor of Dan Goosen, so I'm gonna go with another.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's a gold one that I have that they just did the Hall of Fame for and well, Doug doesn't know about the NFL Hall of Fame, but they have those gold jackets. So yeah, I might pull out the gold. I might pull out the gold jacket.
What TO wear there?
T.O. With Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
He went. Didn't he go to Chattanooga or
He
something?
didn't
like
show
that?
up.
Yeah, I don't know. But now we're looking at it for all the fans. You want to, Samir, you want to take over?
The great thing about Ali Akhmedov
This is the first time I'm not working out. Everyone looks at the videos and say those guys never train, so that's why we're going early. I have an early appointment today.
Okay.
And but we are going to do. It looks like after discussions with Eric Gomez and Golden Boy, we're going to do a media training for the LA fans with both Triple G and Canelo Alvarez.
Wow,
Canelo's going to come out of his gym and actually
Really?
come out
Wow.
and greet the fans, and that should be the end of August. That'll be here in.
Is that the first time
in
it's
LA.
been announced right now on the stream?
That's the first time. Yes, it's
Exclusive.
At the end of
Worldwide
last week of
exclusive.
August. Last week of August in LA. We're gonna send out the exact details.
They're gonna be there the
Hopefully
same.
they'll stream it.
It'll be streamed. Yeah.
They're gonna
It'll
be there
definitely
the same place the same day.
They'll be at the same place at the same day. That's
So
right.
did you see that thing that Golden Boy sent out about? I sent it to you about Triple G and Alvarez before that promo. Where
Oh,
Triple
yeah.
G,
Yeah, that was before Triple G even went into big. Everyone's saying Triple G looks heavy and
Oh, yeah,
he's
that
out of
was-
shape, but that's good. We hope Canelo gets his confidence up for this rematch.
I don't understand the strategy.
It'll
of
be
that.
nice to see him out in the public, with the fans that are going to buy tickets.
Yeah.
Is that before he
It's a good thing you
fakes
guys
his?
are doing that. I think it's needed. I think that's a little extra boost. I don't think it would have been a good look if there were no public media events
Prior to fight week.
prior to fight week. I think you need something just to kind of rekindle and kind of, help the momentum, the promotional momentum, and
Where's
and
that
so
gonna
forth,
be?
and just stoke the fire.
It's going to be here in LA.
Perfect place.
Probably we'll make all the exact announcements, locations.
So is it
exact
open
date.
to the public?
That'll be open to the public.
Great.
Yeah. Even you can get into that one, Dave.
Dave gets
No,
into everything.
I want to.
Dave goes backstage. Dave took me to a concert.
Yeah.
The Birds, right? And we went backstage, met the guys, met Met Tom Petty's wife.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was cool. That was cool.
Nice.
So that's so we got 175 heating up.
175 is a hot division. I'm looking forward to Beterbiev's return,
Right.
the IBF
Beterbiev,
title
He's
holder.
gonna fight Eddie's guy.
Yeah, Callum Johnson,
Good fight.
he was a regional
That's a good
dude,
fight.
but he's
Yeah.
but here's the thing
Little
about
pop.
Callum,
Little
he's
pop.
big. He's big and he does have power and he's a fast starter.
It's a good fight.
And here's the thing, Beterbiev has been inactive in recent years. I don't like the form that he showed
I agree.
in that IBF title victory against the dude
Coley.
from Germany.
Enrico,
Now,
yeah.
Coley was fighting kind of a stinky fight, right? He was moving the whole time. But, see, unlike Kovalev, Beterbiev was like Triple G in that he was
He
a
was at
top
the higher
international level amateur.
That's
There's a
right.
lot of folks,
Yeah.
a lot of things, something that people don't understand about Kovalev. He wasn't like even like second place or third place. He was that dude in Russia that was finishing in the big tournaments 4th, 5th, and 6th. He wasn't even traveling with the team. You know what I mean? He was a second tier amateur. And now Beterbiev was a standout.
He was up there with Triple G. And
Yeah,
all
and
those guys.
Usyk and all
Yeah.
those other guys
Question.
that were winning. You know, they were competing on the highest level and at the World Amateur Championships, and they were Olympians that were actually getting medals.
Right.
But Beterbiev does not have the look of like an Usyk or a Lomachenko
I'll tell you,
or a
Usyk-
Triple G.
Usyk
Beterbiev
right
to me, I think he just got over in the amateurs with brute strength because that's still his forte.
Probably, yeah.
As a prize
And
fighter.
intimidation.
Now he should beat. Listen, Beterbiev's a huge favorite over Callum Johnson.
What do you think,
But I
JP?
do think Callum
I
Johnson
agree
has
with
a
Doug.
shot.
I think he'll be a big favorite.
But he hasn't.
Callum's got to hurt him.
But he hasn't had that high level of competition yet.
No,
In the
it's
pros.
weird. He started out fast as a prospect. Beterbiev was crushing former champions, and then things got complicated with his
Right.
management and his promotional situation,
Right.
and he lost his career momentum, and he hasn't gained it back,
Remember
even though he's got a belt.
He fought at the joint. Excuse me. He fought at the joint one night. We were there.
Beterbiev did of a show that I covered.
No, I think you were there. That was the one that Eloy fought.
I think you're thinking of Shumanov.
Oh, so
Bibut Shumanov.
There's
yeah.
a big difference between
Yeah.
Shumanov and Beterbiev.
Well, see, Shumanov was another one of those guys. He was like an Olympian, and he had a ton of amateur fights,
Yeah,
but
but
you
he
wouldn't
never-
know it to look at him.
never made
just,
that
no, but
transition
just
to the pros,
brute
yeah.
strong and a lot of courage.
But
you know?
Atlantic City had a good turnout last night.
He sold out.
Supposedly they
So that was
sold
more than
out
6,000
and
tickets.
Renovated Hard Rock.
That's good.
You know, it looks
That's
good.
good news.
Look,
So it looked good. It looked good on TV.
That's good for boxing.
Do you
Yeah.
think Dimitri Bivol faces Alvarez in a unification bout?
That's
like
a good
that.
fight. That's a really
Kovalev
good
says
fight.
he has a rematch clause, but
I don't know if I'd.
Might not be a good
I don't
idea
know if I
at this stage.
exercise
Not
the
yeah.
rematch clause.
Who does main events have besides Kovalev?
They're,
They
sounds like they're doing
co-promote
some work
Bivol.
with Bivol, yeah.
Yeah. They're like the American promoter
Doug, I
for
want to tell you
Bivol.
there were 3 big upsets this weekend, and one of them was main event's undefeated fighter.
Is that Devin Alexander's brother?
Yes,
Yeah.
Vaughn Alexander,
yeah.
who I think was 18 or
I
19
heard about that.
upset 5-1 underdog Dennis Duglin, journeyman Dennis
Douglas, I thought Douglas was live in that
What
fight.
about the woman?
Good for Douglas.
Women's boxing, there were 3 upsets. So obviously Alvarez was a 3 or 4-1 underdog over Kovalev.
5-1.
Yeah, Kovalev, and we thought he had a chance. Duglin,
Yeah.
say Duglin.
Say Douglas.
Dennis
Sounds
Douglas.
like me.
But in the women's boxing, Eddie Hearn, he never makes mistakes, but he messed up on this one. Tasha Jones, who was his Olympian, she was 7-0, and they put her in with a girl who's born in Brazil, based in Switzerland, and she's fought all these girls all over Europe. She lost to Katie Taylor, she lost to Chantel Cameron, and she was 33-1. The underdog, $100 won $3,300, and the girl from Switzerland went in there and knocked her out.
Stoppage, yeah.
Knocked
Was
her
that
out.
in England or where was
It
that?
was in England on
Wales,
Eddie's card, the
Oh,
undercard of
Eddie does, like you said, Eddie doesn't slip up like that.
very rare that
very
he
often.
slips up, but he
Yeah.
slipped up.
This
And this,
ain't tennis, man. They
I
fuck
actually
each
think
other.
it was the biggest upset in women's boxing history, 33-1.
Really?
I
Wow.
can't think of a bigger one in women's boxing.
There was a video with Eddie and Frank Smith dancing on a boat somewhere. I think,
Yeah.
in Ibiza.
Yeah.
And they were getting some slack on social media for
Yes, Shumanov fought in Astana.
that one.
Someone is asking.
What's
Shumanov,
that?
what?
Someone's asking whether Shumanov already fought in Astana just recently.
Yeah,
He
he
did
did
recently,
fight,
yes,
yeah.
he did,
he
yeah.
did
And
recently.
somehow he won another world title.
Yeah.
So give us a pick this week.
Pick of the week.
Just let me know what Dontrell is not judging.
What fights are?
It's
what fights
actually
are
a
coming
very
up?
quiet week. There's no fights this week except on Wednesday night. Wednesday night's the
that's
headline
right.
event. But following Wednesday night, there's actually no fight Saturday. It's
Where
a
can
very
you get the?
No. You're dissing JoJo Diaz,
Oh,
man.
oh,
He's
JoJo's
coming back
fighting.
against a tough cat, the WBA featherweight title
I think
holder.
that guy's actually
Jesus
live.
He is live.
think that
It's a
guy's
good
live against
fight.
JoJo.
That's an
Don't
Indio,
sleep
right?
on Rojas. He can
No,
crack.
free on
That's
Facebook,
not
right?
That's at the Avalon. That's at
At
the Avalon.
On
Avalon's
that's
a
the one-
busy venue.
that's, 3 days after
And
our
that's going to
show,
be
yeah.
on Facebook
Yeah.
Watch, people.
Facebook.
That's free. Anybody can watch that.
Friday night is
Friday night
in
is
Indio.
Velasco.
Who's fighting in Velasco?
Oh, Velasco. That's
Yeah,
right. It's Velasco.
it's Emilio
I'm
Sanchez.
slipping up on my calendar this
Yeah,
week.
Emilio Sanchez, who's coming off a knockout loss, is fighting Christopher Martin.
But this guy, here's the problem.
In the main event.
Here's the problem with what JoJo's doing is JoJo had all these tough fights in a row. He fought the guy that gave Carl Frampton that really tough fight from Canelo's camp.
Yep.
Then he fought Gary Russell, and now he's fighting another tough guy right in a row.
But the style suits him a little bit better.
Don't show that.
So JoJo's style, I don't know. Oh my God, you're a mess. Don't show
But
me.
here's the thing: is JoJo's young and he wants to fight, and he's got a promoter that can keep him active. And in his first bout, in JoJo's first bout after a title loss, he's right into another title shot. And I think that's when people talk about whether or not a fighter needs a promoter or not. I think it's a rare boxer that doesn't need a promoter. And I think the boxer that doesn't need a promoter needed a promoter on his way up to be developed and to become a name and to be able to have that sort of marketing independence where, just on your name alone, you can kind of sell your services to the highest bidder or whatever. But for young guys coming up, it's great to have a promoter who's not just there with the good times, but are there with the bad times and the setbacks. Yeah. And so I think it's great that, Diaz didn't look bad against Russell, but he just wasn't ready for Russell. Right. He wasn't able to. It was competitive. I think he won like 4 rounds.
Russell was too fast.
It was Russell made adjustments, and JoJo wasn't able to adjust to Russell's adjustments.
He won the same number of rounds that Berto did last time.
Yeah, exactly. But he still, JoJo still finished strong at that fight, and he's still hungry. And he's getting another shot at a title, and it's his very next fight, and it's only a couple months later. I think that's great. I think we need to see more of that in boxing, and it's great that it's Facebook Watch. So everybody's got Facebook.
And who won that?
I don't even think you have to have a Facebook page to just go check out.
Yeah, I think you can.
Facebook. Just go to Golden Boy, Golden Boy Boxing Facebook, and there it is.
Who won the Ring magazine cruiserweight title in
That would
Moscow?
be Alexander Usyk, and he spells it with an A, right? He prefers his first name to be spelled with an A. Not
Alexander.
Oh, really?
That's
I was
right.
wondering about that.
Yeah,
I
so
looked
come
up
on, BoxRec,
Wikipedia.
change it.
He did officially
Okay.
with the A, yeah.
Yeah. So on his belt, it will be. It'll look like Alexander Usyk.
He's in kind of that category by himself right now. Just with his level of competition, the way he
amazing.
The way he outboxed.
Tom, 15 pro
Garcia.
fights. 15 pro fights, and he's the undisputed cruiserweight champion.
And
all 4 belts plus the ring title. With that win, he went from number 10 in the Rings pound for pound list to number 4, so he's in the top 5.
That's a big move.
Yeah, he's only behind
Who's
Golovkin,
number 1?
Lomachenko. Triple G is number 1.
Good. And
Lomachenko number 2, and Terrence Crawford number 3, and number 4 right behind him in just 15 pro fights, Alexander Usyk. What I love about Usyk is that he won his first title against an unbeaten Polish title holder in Poland.
Yep.
Then he comes to America for 2 tough fights. Fights a U.S. Olympian, Michael Hunter, in Washington, D.C.
On HBO. First
and then he takes it to the road again.
First cruiserweight fight on HBO in a long time. Actually, it was Machuno.
Marco,
was the first
Mchunu,
cruiserweight
from South Africa.
And he's very popular in Ukraine because he actually, as a gold medalist, actually fought in Ukraine.
Yes.
So
I think Usyk is more popular in Ukraine than Lomachenko
is. They had a press conference with Alexander Krasniuk there in Ukraine, and there were like 500 media that showed up with cameras and.
I believe it.
And
but he's earned it. See, look, beating Marco Huck in Germany, beating Maris Briedis in Latvia.
Maris Briedis in Latvia.
And he's a big star in Latvia.
That guy's underrated.
And he's a tough dude.
That guy can beat
well,
a lot of guys.
he's our new number 1 rated contender.
What's your take on calling out
Gassiev in Russia? That's crazy.
On calling out Bellew.
I love it.
That's a
I
good
love
fight.
it. That's a perfect fight.
That's
That's
a
the
good
biggest
fight, yeah.
cruiser mate. And I hear Bellew doesn't want to do that fight over 200 pounds. He wants it at the cruiserweight limit
can win all the
because he
titles.
wants all the belts. On
That's
the
what
line.
I put on Twitter.
That's awesome.
They got odds on it.
They do.
And Bellew, tell you what, Bellew is, for one thing, he's sneaky crafty. He's going to present some problems that Gassiev didn't. Gassiev presented a lot of physical threat with his punching power and his physical strength. Bellew is more of a thinking man's boxer, and he's crafty. And don't be put off by his physique. He doesn't have a great physique. He jokes about being a fat man,
and he's a
but he can punch and he can move.
Guy. He beat David Hayes
twice.
He's
a self-promoter.
I spent some time with Tony Bellew when Vladimir fought Joshua at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
Real nice guy, marketable guy, has a big fan base.
Liverpool, brings in Liverpool.
Yeah, and
but he sells really well in London. That could be Tom, that could be an O2 Arena. That could be an O2 Arena fight, and they'd probably sell it out.
And who's the female? Does she have
Cecilia Breakers.
She fought in Moscow also. Does she have she's the Ring Magazine champion, right?
Yeah, and she's going to get the pound for pound belt. Yeah, absolutely.
She's going to be out here in LA.
Wow. So Tom, you represent boxing's only 2 undisputed champions.
Well,
only 2 fighters have all the belts.
Alexander Krasiuk has K2 Ukraine.
Right.
But naturally we have a good relationship with him, and we put Usyk on HBO twice. So definitely Usyk's a guy that's
take the credit, Tom.
Tremendous guy.
He's at least we could call him a former client, right? He's been a client of yours.
Yeah, no, we still work together. Good. But Krasiuk, you got to give him credit.
Sure.
He's the one that got that title fight with Vladimir. Broke
K2 Ukraine.
Broke Holyfield's record for cruiserweight.
Yeah.
And I think Usyk has a tremendous future. And I think Gassiev has a tremendous future.
Of course he does. Gassiev is not even 25 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Samir, where can you get tickets for Wednesday night?
It's going to be 360promotions.us. 360promotions.us.
360promotions.us. There's still a few floor tickets left. We have $25 tickets, Doug, for the Superfly 3. At the Forum. That's on Ticketmaster.com. That's going to be a good show, right, Dave?
It's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
You're a busy young man, Tom.
Well, we got three fights coming up in 1 month.
The 15th of September,
and the
8th of August.
Yeah, fight of the night, September 8th is going to be Ioka McWilliams.
That's a great fight.
Don't sleep on that. Because first of all, McWilliams, everybody always sleeps on McWilliams.
McWilliams.
When people talk about the super flyweights and Superfly,
he beat Cuadras handily.
They forget about the guy from Puerto Rico because he's a quiet dude. But man, he fought a good fight against Cuadras, and he showed some fire in that fight too.
Yeah.
The ticket prices are really low for that.
$25 for lower bowl, $150 for the best seats on the ringside.
So
crazy. Don't miss that. Show. Don't miss that September.
The little guys don't.
360promotions.us.
1 week before the big fight with Triple G.
That's the appetizer, man. I can't wait. It's great for me because it's in England.
And Chocolatito is supposed to come back on the
15th.
On the 15th. Yeah. Awesome. A lot of people are waiting for him to get back in the ring. He's a fan favorite.
Now, will Triple G and Canelo face-off be released? That video, like the old one.
The one that we did, yeah.
That didn't.
Yeah, that'll be released.
It will be released. Wow.
Yeah, that'll be that's cool. It's kind of like a street fighter theme, but it's cool. Yeah, Triple G's.
Did they recut it? Did they edit it up or something?
He's edgy and he's ready. He's ready to get Canelo back in the ring. And Jordan actually designed. They came up last week. They designed a new sole that makes him faster in the ring, so he can actually track down Canelo.
Cut that ring off, man.
Yeah, got to cut off the ring.
Have you seen that video with Artois Boxing or Artois?
Yeah, he does some great videos.
Yeah, where he shows how Canelo runs away from Golovkin, and there's like actual like computerized dots with like G, and check it out. Yeah, it's just like it's G following C, like for the 12 rounds, just C like runs away and G.
Was
just,
that
like,
Arturia? Arturius did something with like the heat.
Yeah, and the heat scene. Yeah.
Let me ask you.
I was excited. Like I was just excited to look at those dots.
Like a red flash.
Honestly, the network.
Let me ask you. Do you think that was a smart thing or a stupid thing? I say it was very smart for Canelo.
To go 12 rounds. It was the only
Canelo
way.
He survived, so I guess
once again, I don't love Canelo. He fought a brilliant fight. He had so much more than I thought he had.
But he promised his Mexican fans that he was the only real Mexican in there with the Mexican style.
Now he's promising, that's like politics, man.
Now he's promising a knockout. Doug, what do you have to do to knock someone out? Like what did Alvarez do? He wasn't running around last night.
Well, right? I haven't seen the fight yet,
but
So Alvarez has got Mexican style.
Look, Usyk boxed
It's the Colombian Alvarez has more of a Mexican style than the Mexican Alvarez. Wow.
That Alvarez last night.
Hey, listen, Canelo's a boxer. He's a boxer. He's a counter puncher.
Well, against Triple G.
I think you got to remember, in 2016.
Against Kirkland, he wasn't.
Hold on. In 2016, nobody, no world-class middleweight wanted any part of Golovkin.
That's right.
And that included Canelo, that included Billy Joe Saunders, that included Chris Eubank Jr., who was fighting at 160 at the time,
Cotto.
and included Daniel Jacobs. Nobody, Cotto was very open. Going back to 2015, no thank you.
And he was a WBC 160-pound champion.
Well, it's weird. Canelo gets some of the blame for Cotto's avoidance, which is not fair, but that's just boxing or whatever. But the thing is I think when Canelo stepped in the ring with Golovkin, I don't think he had 100% confidence in himself. He had to kind of survive the experience.
Fight. And a lot of concessions. We gave him a huge percentage split.
Sure.
He made the most.
He made
money.
It worth his while.
He made the most money in that fight. He made 4 times versus Triple G than he did
against Mayweather.
Against Mayweather.
That's an amazing statistic right there.
It did good pay-per-view.
And the live gate was off the hook.
Live gate was the third highest in boxing history.
No, it was great business. It was an incredible atmosphere. The Mexican fans were awesome. The fans that came from Kazakhstan
Mexican
were
fans
great.
Actually, it was the first time I've ever heard Canelo get booed after a fight. I like Canelo.
Mexican fans keep it real.
I just don't think
Mexican
he won.
Fans,
I don't think
they didn't. You know what? They didn't like the decision.
You don't like Canelo.
I like him. He's not fighting Triple G.
No, you can tell the truth.
No, I went to his fight. I went to his fight when he fought Amir Khan.
You still don't like him.
Hey, he likes that he signs the dotted line. How many guys actually sign the dotted line?
We like him better after he signs.
After he signs, yeah, sure. No, I know he's a pain in the ass before.
The decision. Who was one of the judges in that decision?
Let's not make
Helen Trella.
Get Don Trella nowhere near.
Helen no.
And who was the only one that in the entire planet I think that saw Canelo winning 10 rounds out of 12?
Yeah,
well, that one you can just throw out because that's crazy. But Don Trella,
I don't know what Don Trella's doing. He likes the promoters buying him steak and lobster in these hotel rooms.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Well, we'll see.
He's not the only one.
We have to give a
Triple
shout
G
out.
knows that even though he won the first fight, he's got to make an even more emphatic statement.
And you guys can't assume that Canelo's going to change his style that much.
I think he's
going to take the same game plan, but I do think he's not going to go to the ropes as often, and he will try to plant his feet in the center of a ring a little bit more.
And we got those new Jordan soles, that they actually float in the ring, so he can get there quicker. Yeah, so he can chase after him this time. We were underestimating. You know how they do tires, JP, like in the Formula One and everything. This time we got different soles for like faster movement in the ring. Yeah,
he's going to be taking care of his. Samir, we have to give a shout out. I sent you a tweet last night to Paolo. In Colombia, he's been waiting for a Colombian champion to rise on the world stage.
Storm Cloud.
Storm Alvarez, congratulations!
Congratulations,
Paolo.
Colombia.
I know that
Cecilia
you thought he could win.
her parents were from Colombia.
Yeah. Colombian heritage.
There's a lot of twists. I gotta
bring the ruckus, man.
I gotta wrap up.
Wednesday night.
My
pick will be Jojo Diaz and Ruiz to go over 9.5 rounds. I don't know what the odds will be, but I think that's a distance fight.
Yes.
And I think the guy's live, but we'll see what the odds are.
Rojas from Puerto Rico, from Caguas, Puerto Rico.
Good fight.
Got heavy hands.
Good fight.
Yeah.
Watch that.
And he's experienced.
Yeah, good fight this week.
Paulo is responding, Viva. Viva Colombia.
So we got August 8th in Hollywood. We got September 8th in Inglewood at the Forum. That's a great venue for boxing now that they redid it right next to the Ram Stadium.
Yeah.
And that's your team, isn't it, Dave?
I love the
Rams. They're going to be good this year, aren't they? I just saw a special on Coach McVay. He was 30 last year when head coach and tremendous talent.
That's young for an NFL.
And they re-signed Todd Gurley, I think, for 4 years.
They did, but they haven't re-signed the defensive
Aaron
guy.
Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that's their guy. So we'll see. Hopefully they have a great year this year, and then we'll see what happens next year. I know Mike Stiles is a big Rams fan.
Oh, is he?
Abel Sanchez is a huge Rams fan. He wants to go to opening day.
Probably going back when they were in LA, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What you have to do, though, is go to the StubHub to watch the Chargers. That stadium is incredible.
Oh, yeah,
it only holds about 25,000 people.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
So we're gonna get ready to sign off. Then you're gonna do, since you missed Dougie last week with the questions, you're gonna do a double session of questions, right? On your
it's gonna be tough.
What's your
at
Periscope?
Dougie Fisher?
At Dougie
I think
Fisher.
everything on that social media is at Dougie
Is
Fisher.
your limo waiting for you?
No, I'm getting ready to get out of here now.
He's taking the scooter. Everybody
First
does the scooter
time,
these days.
I didn't work out on all these. Everyone accuses us of not working out.
They're like, Tom doesn't
First time we didn't
Motors
work
don't run laps.
On Thursday,
No
Tom was
jumping
out
rope.
here running a couple miles.
Was
You
he
look-
really?
you-
Yeah,
You look good.
I saw
Congrats,
Dave
man.
and
That's good.
Larry.
Hey, Tom, we'll see you Wednesday night
Wednesday night.
at the
Yeah.
Avalon
At
in
the
Hollywood.
Yep.
Hollywood Fight Nights, the best one yet. Akhmedov.
360 Promotions. That's
Stream it.
US.
And for the Armenian fans in Glendale, Vaughn has fought Triple G, so we have 1-0. He was on the Armenian Olympic team, Vargas.
Okay.
I think they call him actually Triple V.
Triple V?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got 3 V's in
Yeah.
his name, so there's going to be something for everyone.
We're happy to have
fight.
Triple C. Calm, cool, collected.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Calm.
Calm.
That might have to be the new shirt, Dave.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Yeah, I like that. Triple C.
I have a copyright on it.
We got new Jordan merchandise coming out pretty soon. I think after, starting September 3, we're going to have the Jordan merchandise coming out for the new.
Will there be
new
merch
collection.
available at Hollywood Fight Nights? Like
Yes.
360 merch?
There'll be
I got
360
a 360
merchandise. A
shirt
lot of
that
people are
fits me
asking.
beautifully. I
A
should've
lot of
wore
people
that,
are
actually.
asking about the 360. Mike Styles makes the 360 merchandise. He makes
Yeah.
the Triple G. There'll be Triple G merchandise for everyone coming out there. There'll be Triple G merchandise at the Superfly show at the Forum.
Who's
And,
doing the TV commentary on Wednesday?
Dougie Fisher, editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine, and K9 Kim, Steve Kim.
Wow.
And the beautiful
That's great.
Cynthia Conte is hosting the night.
Whoa,
a lot
okay,
of people
forget
come.
about it.
A lot of
It's-
fans.
It's for Cynthia.
Shout out
A
to
lot of
Cynthia.
And her
fans
friends.
come just to see Cynthia. They don't even care about the boxing.
That's true.
Hey, but Cynthia
I get
knows
that.
her stuff.
Yeah,
She's
she
got
knows her
amazing
stuff.
energy.
She studies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
has some star
definitely-
power there,
She is
Tom.
very good.
Yeah. No,
Very
that's-
good.
That's a good.
We got
And
some exclusives
That's a fun.
today.
That's a
We
fun
got-
broadcast
We
booth.
got the Nike gear coming out on the 3rd.
Jordan gear,
And we
yes.
got a media day.
and we got a media day. Yeah, end
Some
of August.
exclusives.
And the
for
face-off
us
is
to
being
offer
released
today.
too.
Yeah.
So
That's
how
what
are you
people
going to control
wondering
that?
about.
There's going to be a lot of people at that media day.
It's going to be a lot of
open to-
people. Yeah, there was a lot of people last time. Remember at LA Live, there were a lot of
Yeah.
people. This
Yes.
time we're expecting about 5,000 people to come out for this media day. Yeah,
Wow.
it'll be great.
It'll be a big production.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's on a Sunday.
On
So
a Sunday.
Oh, that's
leaking,
good.
I'm leaking more details, but it should be on
Hey,
Sunday, so
all right,
people can
folks.
come down.
Getting some exclusives here.
All right,
All right.
scoops.
So we're signing off. Remember,
All right, thanks,
make sure
Tom.
to log into at Dougie Fisher, and then you'll see one of the best, if not the best, right?
I don't know.
Dave?
He's
No,
Tired.
Best
It's family
minds,
vacation,
best
man.
boxing-
I'm loopy,
best
folks.
boxing historian.
No, it's crazy.
Nah, I
She's
don't
so
know.
good, but
This
I
is-
just got to
it is
tell you
crazy.
one
I'm gonna have
thing,
to struggle
Tom.
through this
Amazing.
one.
I want you to drive carefully to the valley.
Oh, right. We forgot about that.
I
Yeah.
want you to drive very
Especially
carefully.
on that 405.
I told you last
you
week
just won the
about
lottery,
I was in an Uber and the guy was
right,
on his,
you-
was looking
you
and
had
I had
that.
to scream at him.
Yeah.
To make them pay attention, yeah.
Gotta rate
Let
them.
people in. Just they'll make their day. You can wave at them, and then it's all good.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning
All
in.
right.
All right.
We'll see you. I think we'll be here next week. We'll see you next
Yeah.
week here from
Tickets, 360promotions.us.
the US. That's right.